Klippers, I am Trojan Santiago, your host, and you are watching this week's special edition of Trending Klipps. As you can see, I am not in the studio right now, but I am here in the Harbor Garden tents of Sofitel Philippine Plaza, Manila, here in Pasay City for the celebration of the 79th German Oktoberfest here in the Philippines. So I am excited. I can't wait to get in. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. Let's go. So guys, we're here. We're finally inside the venue here at the Harbor Garden tents of Sofitel Philippine Plaza, Manila, only here in Pasay City. And of course, without further ado, the very first thing that I'm going to dig into right now will be the food. As you can see, I have a variety of German delicacies in front of me, and I cannot wait to taste them. So let's go. Let's taste the very first one. I have here the Münchner Bratwurst. I do not know if I am really pronouncing the words right, because obviously I am a Filipino, I'm a nation, and the German language, the names of their foods, and just the German language in general is very complex for me, but I'm going to try my best to pronounce it correctly, so I stand to be corrected. So this is Münchner Bratwurst. This one. As you can see, this is the Münchner Bratwurst, and as far as I know, the German culture, the German tradition has a lot of variety of sausages. And this one, we personally picked this one. This is a Münchner Bratwurst. From the word Bratwurst, it means grilled. It's grilled. It's a grilled sausage. So let's try and taste it. We have here. There you go. This is how a Münchner Bratwurst is. My review on this is it's really grilled, because you can smell or you can taste the smokiness in this sausage. It's delicious, guys. You should try this one. It's nice. And then here we have the cocktail Kasi Crena, if I'm not mistaken. It's Kasi or Kasi Crena. It's cocktail Kasi Crena. And we have here, okay, I'm going to try this one. Oops. It's very hard eating with a microphone on one hand and a utensil on one hand, but I'm trying my best, guys. Okay. So, according to my research, this kind of sausage, from the word Kasi, it has cheese in it. And I think it's not grilled, but I think it's steamed. There's a bunch of saltiness inside of it. I really cannot taste the cheese. Maybe it's somewhere inside, more in the middle, but it's delicious. But I rather eat this one whole day rather than this one. And now we're going to the Meatloaf Leberkäse. Okay, so I'm gonna taste this one. This is a meatloaf. So if you're a Filipino, if you're an Asian, you're from the Philippines, typically the meatloafs are comes in cans, but the meatloaf leberkäse, it looks very fresh. This reminds me of the ham that we usually get for the holidays. My tongue is quite familiar with the taste of this. It's good though. And now we're going to this one. This is the cooked sauerkraut. The name sounds odd. It's like a vegetable or fruit or something. It's sauerkraut. But upon my research, this consists of white cabbage and steamed meat, if I'm not mistaken. So now I'm going to try it. Okay, so this one. The pork does not really have any taste in it. It's like boiled or steamed, but when you eat it with the white cabbage, it gives it a little punch, and that's why it's delicious, because the white cabbage is sour, and at the same time it complements the meat. I like it. And now, oops, sorry, we have here the cake. It's time for the dessert, guys. So I think I already know this because I'm already quite familiar with this, but the name is a Bavarian forest cake. It's not, if you're Filipino, if you're Asian, this is not a typical forest cake, because I think the cherries are chocolate coated. Yeah. And our black forest here in the Philippines are darker. It comes on the lighter side. So let's see. Let's taste it. I'm gonna get the cherry because I love cherry. Ooh, and as you can see, there are also cherries in between layers of the layers of the cake. So it's nice because the cherry goes well with the sweetness of the icing and the cake. So, and of course, the bread is fluffy, it's moist. I like it. It's nice. I like it. I might as well bring home a box of this one, if it's possible. And of course, we have here, I think this is the apple strudel with vanilla sauce. So as you can see here, yes, this one. I'm just going to put this one on the side so I can just make room for this one. This is the apple strudel with vanilla sauce. So I think this is made of apples, if I'm not mistaken, from the word, it's from the name itself. And of course, I've already drizzled it. We've already drizzled it with vanilla sauce. So let's dig in, guys. Oh. So we have a crust we have apples, and then we also have raisins. I personally don't like raisins. I was kind of tricked by this one. I am not a fan of raisins, but if you're like me, who does not like raisins, and you're going to eat this, you're probably gonna be tricked because you cannot taste the raisins. It's just there. The apple's good. The apples are good. They're like caramelized and they melt in your mouth. I love it. But the raisins, no. I'm gonna take a pass on this one just because it has raisins. And of course, last but not the least, we're not going home without tasting the German pretzel. So I'm gonna taste it. For someone who grew up around sweets, this is not the typical or the pretzel that would come into your mind once you hear the name pretzel, because the usual pretzel that you buy in stores are sweet, and this one, it's hard and it's salty. It has rock salt in it. But maybe this is the authentic pretzel. I don't know, because, right, pretzels came from Germany, right? So this is the authentic one. I cannot complain, but not for me. I would give a pass on that. So that's my review on the food. And of course, we're not going to be finished without a mug of beer. I am not really a fan of beer. I am not a usual beer drinker, but in the name of the Oktoberfest, I'm going to drink on that. Let's go. This is the typical San Miguel Pale Pilsen, but in the name of Oktoberfest. Cheers. So yeah, I have already finished the German delicacy, so it's now time for us to party! Let's go, guys! Oh my gosh, so there you have it, guys. I had such a blast at this year's celebration of the 79th German Oktoberfest, only here at the Sofitel Philippine Plaza, Manila. So guys, if you haven't tried it yet, if you haven't come here yet, I encourage you to try it out again next year. Okay, but before I go, I just want to tell you that if you haven't followed us yet on social media, it is high time for you to do so. You can like us at our Facebook page, that's www.facebook.com/clip.tv, or follow us on Twitter, that's Clip TV, or no, at Clip_TV, and on Instagram at Clip TV PH. So there you have it, guys. I am your host, Trojan Santiago. Peace out.